Now with the athletic testing done, we're going to get to see him take some live reps.
That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him.
All right, that wraps up the 2024
going to mention probably two boring words: zone corner. But that's exactly what this kid is. But it's not as simple as you think. He plays with intelligence. He understands the route tree. He can read the quarterback at a high level.
So here's the Vikings defense out for its opening series. And in the middle of that group, a high-profile rookie out of Texas.
This is one of those moments, Kate, I can remember back when, 1999. My chance to make my NFL debut, and I know exactly what's going through his mind. Hey, young buck, remember to breathe and enjoy these few seconds, because once he lines up and that first snap's away, that moment will disappear, and it will be replaced by the expectations that come with being a first-round pick.
Right to the air, it's Jones. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Jones to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. It's a dime look by the Vikings. Third down coming. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Play fake, Jones. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Working inside the red zone. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Got to get out of their own way here as they're backed up 1st and goal. Singletary will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First down, throw by Jones. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Jones on first down. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Receiver in motion, headed right. On first down, this is Singletary. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. This is complete to... It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Caught near the goal line. He has the New York touchdown. Throwing here, Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Second and 3 now. Now Jones. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Here's Jones to throw. Chased out to his right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Neighbors with the catch. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Man in motion here. They go play fake with Jones. Gets this to Slayton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Pistol now for Jones. Looking slant round, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense set for a first and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He finds Slayton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's Singletary off the option.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner. This player's development trait is hidden. Here are a player's motivations. It's week 1 of the National Football League.
Mahomes got to throw on this first play. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to step out a yard or two short of the 30.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he's going to go down again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Fields now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Runs through the contact. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Fields. Austin is there and brings in another one. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, look at this play call. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now it's Fields. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
50 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but
that went out wide and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards.
And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
All eyes on Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jackson to throw. And the Steeler pressure